Hello again! Welcome to another video. This time I'm going to share with you another way that I use my notebooks. And this time it's a little agenda because this year my focus has been on a certain topic. As you saw maybe in my yearbook, I've decided to challenge myself by using this little agenda as a logbook related to building confidence. There's lots of pages in here that I don't use. I just started out by writing myself a little note reminding me of why I'm doing this. I think it's always helpful to tell myself the why. That way when I get stuck or when I get a little bit in a rut, I can come back to this and remind myself. So I wrote, this year I've decided to track my confidence steps. It could be a grand jump or a leap into the unknown, the new and different, the adventurous and exciting, and even fearful and scary and uncomfortable. The itsy-bitsy shoelace thin tiptoes also count. Sometimes it takes many of those tiny ones put on repeat to realize I'm moving forward and growing in this area. That's why I'm tracking them all here. Sometimes I feel guilty about not progressing. Surmounted by fears and doubts, I feel that I'm at the wrong place, not where I should be by now, or in comparison with some other steps I've taken or other ways I've felt before in the past. But this will help me realize what I'm moving into, even if it's a tiny nudge to help the domino effect take place. There are two main reasons I'm doing this: tracking and logging my confidence steps, or my ready, steady starts. This is another little challenge I've given myself, which I've tracked down in my phone. And I'm reminding myself of them here so that I don't back out, or so that I can always get started again, even if I miss or forget a few days. It's being consistent that helps me make progress. So number one, it shows me that I'm growing and learning, because I can specifically see and notice the things I've done and ways I've grown in that area, just by turning the pages. It will motivate me and encourage me to see all the many little things that can add up to more confidence. Maybe not to feel more confident, but it will show in my actions and willingness to try. And number two, I love a new challenge, something I discipline myself to do each day, especially if it's for my well-being. So it's just a little letter when I feel I need a little reminder of why I started tracking down my confidence steps. And so each day I write down something that I do related to confidence. So sometimes it's a realization, sometimes it's a reflection, sometimes it's taking a challenge, making a practice of something. Sometimes it's sitting still with some thoughts. Sometimes it's shining my light with my skills and strengths. Sometimes it's reminding myself of something. Sometimes it's doing something alone. Sometimes it's allowing the weary feelings, the draining feelings, and then looking past that, seeing how I can flip it around. Sometimes it's taking a leap. Sometimes it's doing a difficult thing, an uncomfortable thing. Sometimes it's also doing something just for fun, just for relaxing. That also takes confidence because I'm having to trust what isn't getting done from my to-do list. It's not accomplishing anything, it's just trusting that the rest will fall into place even if I take the time for myself. Sometimes it's journaling about a topic. Sometimes it's just noticing that I'm a bit distracted and asking myself why on something. Sometimes it's finding little moments in between things. Even if I don't have long chunks of time to do something, it's okay to have little in-between moments of confident steps. Sometimes it's making a decision, a difficult decision. Sometimes it's pivoting in a certain area. It's taking a quiet time. Maybe it's doing something that I'm used to doing it, but doing it in a different way. Sometimes it's making lists. Sometimes it's taking time to dream. Sometimes it's saying no to something. Sometimes it's saying yes to something. Sometimes it's creating something. Sometimes it's not doing anything at all. So I'm still working on this. I'm just at the beginning stages. And this is what I love about using up my beautiful books, because they bring me so much joy and so much meaning. I've been going back to these little logs. Somehow it just helps keep me going. It's like, oh wow, I've grown in all this, and it reminds me that I have made steps in the right direction, even though sometimes my confidence feels like I'm going one step forward and 4 steps backwards. This is proof here that, hey, I'm doing this. Even if it's not perfect, it doesn't have to be perfect. Your little steps, your growth steps, your lessons don't have to be perfect for them to make you go forward. So anyway, it's another little way that you can use your beautiful books. So if you want more about this topic, I have lots of videos on the topic. I have also a yearbook on the topic, all about confidence. I also have a little page if you want to journal and log your own steps of ready, steadies, and starts into confidence. So you can check that out on my channel or on my website. I encourage you to go there if that's something that you also would like to do and move forward in this year.